Hey, so I just wanted to come on and just share this quickly because this is something that I didn't include in the main module that I'm going to include now. And it's how to garden the mind. So, gardening the mind is extremely important because it's going to enhance the cooperation that we have with basically aligning with pure consciousness at any given moment. And how we do this is by getting interested in the place in which or from which our thoughts are arising. So there's only going to be there's going to be essentially four places that they can come from. Ultimately, there's two, but we can break them down into four. The first is we're going to be thinking thoughts that are in accordance to happiness. In other words, we are celebrating happiness or we are sharing happiness. So there's the first two. The other is the third. This is thoughts on practical things. So we're thinking thoughts to share, thoughts to celebrate, thoughts that are practical, like should I have this drink or that drink, or should I take the bins out now, or should I wash the dishes first, things like that. And then the fourth is going to be thoughts that are on behalf of a sense of lack, on behalf of a sense of desire to get happiness from experience. So if you look, most of our thoughts are actually pretty already fine. However, most people live with just this thought running. And this chair is falling down. So most people live with just this thought of resistance running. And this is usually what people identify with the most. So we need to start gardening the mind so that we recognize when these thoughts arise that are based on a sense of lack, that are thoughts that say, I'm going to go and drink this bottle of wine because I feel like shit. They weren't thoughts that say, I'm going to go and eat this food that I shouldn't really be eating because I feel like shit and I want to feel better. Or they're thoughts that say, I'm going to go and check my phone 20,000 times while I'm in the queue for a McDonald's meal. They're thoughts that say, I'm going to do something that I will get happiness from. These are the thoughts that we need to look out for. These are the thoughts that perpetuate every single problem in our lives. Okay? What we do is we simply, because we are already having the intention to seek the truth of our experience, which is the fundamental requirement for all our explorations, it's the one desire that purifies all desires. We are no longer navigating the mind in order to change the thoughts. We're just there to be a loving, governing presence of the thoughts that appear in our mind. So when we do think a thought that says, okay, I'm going to check, I feel, what will normally happen is you don't feel good, or you feel bored, or you feel resistance, and then you will try to do something. You'll have a thought that tries to do something to ignore it, or to remove it, or to try and avoid it, which will be like watch Netflix, or it'll be check your phone, or it'll be scroll on YouTube and avoid the sense of lack and boredom that you feel. When that thought arises that takes you in that direction, all you now do is recognize it, because you don't need to do anything. If you recognize it and your intention is going to be to want to face it and not want to change it, then you will naturally come to the place where you won't want to do the thing. You see? And then you just carry on. You sit there with it. You sit there with the thing that you're trying to avoid, and it will dissipate, and you will be in peace, and you will be in pure consciousness. Then go and do whatever you want beyond that point. Then it's going to be a thought that is based on celebration, practicality, or sharing happiness. Maybe it's, do you know what? After that, I feel amazing. I'm going to call my best mate to come over, and I'm going to get him to pick up a bottle of wine on the way here, and we're going to sit down, chill, order a pizza, and have a fucking class night. That is fine. What isn't fine is going, I feel like shit, I'm going to go watch Netflix and avoid my feelings. That is the thought you need. They're the actions you need to worry about. Don't worry about doing that with your mate. You see what I mean? So this is how you can garden the mind. This is how you do it. Just be aware and have your pure intention of just seeking the truth of what your mind is doing, and then know what you want, and then face what you don't want to feel, and you will be fine. It's pretty much that simple. Okay. Cool. So take care.